What's going on, hikers? In today's video, we're going to be looking at poop. Well, I mean, we're not actually going to look at poop, but we're going to talk about poop, using wag bags, and should you be using Imodium on trail. What you're about to see is a clip from mine and JK's second YouTube channel called The Backpacking Podcast. And if you enjoy the clip, make sure you check out in the description the link to our second channel, and you can see more clips just like it for you to enjoy. Now, if I sound sick, I actually am. I have the flu. I've been off work for a couple of days, and I'm sorry that I'm pushing this video out to you on a Friday. It's late in the week, but I mean, I've pretty much been dead. Didn't think I'd get the flu, but I'm a teacher, so I'm surrounded by snotty noses and sneezing all day. So it's bound to happen eventually, right? So I promise next week I will bring you a full video with me talking about some really great stuff. But this is all I got for you this week. We had our first guest, Backpacking with Jason, on the podcast. And if you just want the audio form, you can check out our Backpacking Podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and anywhere else you can find a podcast. We're on there. So enjoy, and make sure you comment and tell me how could we improve it and what did you enjoy about it.
Seriously.
Cliff Bar for a buck, that's a good deal.
I'm going to shoot straight with you. When I did Kilimanjaro back in 2016, everybody had Cliff Bars. And we were up there for 7 days. And by day 5, we had traded every Cliff Bar known to man to each other. I had every flavor known. It took me 2.5 years to eat another Cliff Bar. It wasn't until this past fall I even wanted to put one in my mouth. I was like so
what was those morning constitutionals like?
I was gross out.
I was living off Cliff Bars. That would be
We're gonna have to bring you back on
constitution.
here and talk about our worst poop accidents on the trail at some point, because I've got some good ones. But I don't want to talk about it tonight. You're talking about food.
Gross.
Hikers, they talk about food and pooping, man.
They do. That's
and
all the
pooping.
time, man.
Those are go-tos.
all the time.
I saw, is it Second Chance Hiker? Is that the guy?
was
that
big
did
guy?
PCT?
Yeah.
Yes, he did on himself. And he is like, Dixie always said, you're not a through hiker until you poop on yourself. I was like, okay.
I played the Don't Poop in the Woods game, and I'm pretty successful at long trail.
Yeah.
Besides privies. Like privies, you actually got the toilet seat.
Yeah.
Didn't poop in the woods one time on the long trail.
Always on the privy.
Always on the privy or in town. If you can wait, man.
You know, my second ever comment from Jason Wall on one of my videos. We didn't know each other. But my second ever comment from Jason Wall was when I did a video where I talked about I pooped in the woods. Now I'm a real thru hiker. And Jason's comment was something along the lines of, there's nothing better than a good poop in the woods.
Oh, did you say that, Jason?
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, you got scenery all around you. You know, you hear it's morning time
Yeah.
usually.
I had 25 subs at the time, so I was a big time YouTuber.
Big time, baby.
You know, and 25 subs. And on that video, Jason Watt and Dan Becker commented on that video.
Oh, you made it.
My life was good. I was like, if I never get another sub in my life, I'm the happiest man alive. Jason Wall and Dan Becker commented on my video.
Dan's so nice. Speaking of Dan, that trip they just went on.
To Utah?
Yes.
Canyonlands.
Wag bags.
Oh, yeah, he was cracking me up. I was texting them.
Oh, my goodness.
We're all in that group text.
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
texting them. Oh, my gosh. He
He's-
said, no idea.
ahead.
No, you tell it me.
30-mile-an-hour winds
know,
with him
you saw
trying to
that
use a wag bag. He's like, oh, my goodness. Dan was killing me on
Well,
that.
you saw my question to him was like, with 30-mile-an-hour winds, what'd you get on you? I was just like, come on, dude. Tell me what happened. He did not disclose anything, did he?
No, he
didn't
said,
say
all he
dang
said
thing.
was, yeah, man, you got no idea how tightly I was holding those wag bags. You know, so here's what I'm thinking. This would
Okay,
be a
we need to say something real quick.
All right.
If you were somebody who backpacks, but you're kind of new to it, and you're going, "What in the world is
Yeah.
a wag bag?" When you're in certain parts in the United States, you are not allowed to defecate on the ground. It's just
Yeah.
not allowed. And I could see it in the desert and stuff, because
Yeah.
if you did, wherever you walk, you would just see these random piles of poo somewhere.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
The
But
terrain's
wouldn't
not
you
made for
think
it.
that you could dig a deep hole in the desert?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't-
not some parts.
Yeah, because a lot of the places on rock.
It's just
Yeah.
rock.
So you'd be pooping on rock, and that's kind of gross.
Also,
So-
it may disturb. They were talking about not walking in certain places.
Yeah.
can't walk in certain soil. It hurts the environment there.
Yeah. So when you're in those places, they have a wag bag, and it's literally a bag you poop in. You seal it up, and you have to bring it out with you at the end and
I
throw
wonder
it
if
away.
you got to buy those. You got to buy them, or is it? Where do you even get a wag bag?
I don't know.
You
I'm
stop
planning
at
on
the
being.
visitor
I'm planning
center?
on being in Utah this summer in June.
You tell me, man.
So
I seen. Did y'all watch Huck's video of it?
Yeah, I watched it
So
today.
at the end of his video, he had like 3 or 4 wag
Yeah,
bags.
what was he
I
doing,
was like,
man?
oh my goodness, he was pooing.
How many nights was that trip?
That's what
You
I
got
said.
6 poops.
I was like,
It's
what,
like,
it
brother,
2
I'll
days?
take Imodium.
3 days?
I can be constipated for 2 days. I can do that. I can take Imodium and deal with it.
Oh man, I'm always torn on the Imodium because I'm like, if you need Imodium, which is a antidiuretic,
Yes.
your body's trying to flush something out. So is it better to just like, whoosh?
Well, here's the
or-
question. Here's the question. If it's a preventative Imodium,
Oh yeah, that's true.
where you just say,
Preventative
you know
Imodium.
what, I'm going to be somewhere I have to use a wag bag, and I would rather come out and never have to use these things. I'm going to take a preventative
I don't know,
Imodium.
man. That doesn't sound comfortable.
I have a better question. I have a question.
Let's hear it, let's hear it.
My question is, so if you're out in the open, so there's
Yeah.
no trees or no nothing, so everybody's around, and you got to poo.
Yeah.
So you're like, well, where am I going to go use the wag bag at? So you're like, I might use it in my tent. I'll be by
What?
there.
I never would have even thought of that.
That ain't
Okay.
happening to mine. Well, for me though, because I'm not going to hammock camp there.
Wait, let him finish.
Go
let
ahead.
him
Tell
finish.
your
Well,
story.
I seen Adventure Archives one time, and Robbie is like, I had to poo, and he is like in his tent, and he is like, I don't know if you can do a number 2 without a number 1. Because he said,
Oh,
you
yeah.
could do a number 1 without 2, but can I do a 2
Yeah,
without
that's such-
1? And
We're getting deep here.
Inquiring minds would like to know.
I don't think you could do a 2 without a 1.
We'll have to get in touch with him. On
So
that.
if you're doing a wag bag, I don't know. The whole thing out west freaks me out. What the? I grew up always digging
Cancel
a
all
hole.
trips.
I mean, ever since I was a kid, you dug a hole. So
Here's what I want to try. And I don't actually want to participate as being somebody vulnerable.
yes,
We played this game where you put a safety pin on somebody's bag when I was on the long trail. And for some reason, it removed 3 people from the trail, too. I wouldn't advise this game. 3 different people had it in my trail family, had to leave the trail due to different injuries, illness,
What do
whatever.
you mean you put a pin?
It's just a safety pin. Like I bring a safety pin for blisters or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just keep it in my first aid kit. Well, I had like 3 of them for some reason. I don't know, because I'm not a true ultralighter, so I took 3. And
Yeah, that's like a whole other 2 grams.
I know.
What are you gonna do with all that weight?
Well, you stick it on somebody's bag when they're not looking,
Yeah.
and then they find it. They call it the tick. And I think a lot of people play it on the AT because Caveman had hiked the AT. And so I thought, what if we did the same game, except I don't participate, and I try to sneak my wag bag in your backpack. What do you think about that? If y'all can't see his face right now, it's just utter disbelief,
I think
utter shock.
I think it's not shock. It's a great idea.
Let's
and
do
I
it to
think
Dan Becker.
You're a big fat liar.
actually, let's do it to Tuba.
Tuba, yeah.
We'll do it to Tuba.
Do it to
Steve,
Tuba.
I hope you're not listening.
Tuba Solo, the hiker.
Tuba Solo the Hiker on
That's
YouTube.
Carry my
Yes.
wag bag. Man, I would love to follow him with the camera and he finds it. It'd be funny if anybody found it, but it'd be real funny if Steve found it.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great.
That's
Man. You want to play?
no, the whole wag bag thing. I just
Does it weird you out?
yes, totally. I mean, that is
He's
so
taking Imodium.
disgusting.
You
The
taking
thing-
the Imodium?
The thing like in California.
Yeah.
Aren't you like in San Francisco allowed to like poop in the streets and pee in the
What?
streets?
What?
now?
What are you talking about?
I don't
man?
think they take you to jail anymore for using the bathroom in the streets in L.A. or San Francisco.
They
but
have a
you
lot of
can't-
homeless people.
But you can't poop in the woods.
No
You
way.
gotta use wag bag in Cali.
We'll have to Google this. I don't know about all that.
If I am wrong.
Defecating in the streets?
You're allowed to use the bathroom.
That is relieving if you really got to go bad, though. You know, you don't have to like run.
I
There's
guess
no.
so.
They,
Don't you have to drop your pants?
so,
Guess there's no pride out there, man.
but if you're out in the woods, you better carry a wag bag.
Okay, California friends, please. If we're wrong about this,
Steve, we got to ask
Just-
Steve.
just
You
be-
live-
Steve.
just
yes.
be nice about your
California.
comments. Just be nice about your comments to
Yeah.
us. 'Cause
And
we're
Tuba
Kentucky
would
boys. We
tell
don't know
us.
any better.
You need to go comment on Backpacking with Jason's videos about poop.
Yeah, and people
Go-
out west, you can let me know. Seriously, I would like to know more about. I really don't understand why you couldn't just dig holes, but I'm sure there's more of a reason. I'm sure there's probably a lot of TP or something like that, or
Yeah.
that's
Now I
true.
could definitely see if there's a big area of just rock. I could see where you're like, y'all got to figure something out besides with your doo doo.
Yeah.
Because the rain would just take it.
Yes.
And it'd be in the water.
And the toilet paper.